What's up, guys? This is Thigh Company here. We about to go and reveal all secrets. About to check and see what Utchopa and Eric have been up to. About to go and pretty much check up on their grades and see what they're missing and all that. So, because both of them have been asking me to go and do their work for them, and so I'm gonna go see what's going on. So, first things first, going to humane stuff. Alright, cool. Alright, see what Humane's been up to. Alright, let's see. What is the grades looking at? Alright, so he's got a health class. He's actually doing some improvement. He was at 86, now it's in pretty much 89. I think he's going to get an A. I've been telling him you got to go talk to your teacher, see if you can redo an assignment or do something to bring that to an A. Keep in mind that he's trying to get onto the soccer team, and I think Eric is also trying to get on the soccer team, for what I've been told. So quickly check health. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is everywhere that's a 60, talk to the teacher and see if you can redo it. I don't know if you can, because a lot of this stuff is on Canvas as well. So that's what he's got to do, is talk to that teacher. Because otherwise, with the current prediction, if the future assignments, if he's going to do well on that, then he can get an A in health, which will boost GPA. Geometry, which is one of the problem classes. Let's see what's going on, because I've talked to him probably for a month now. So a lot of these places, a lot of the assignments that have zeros, I've done, and I've messaged him saying, hey, I did this assignment, I did that assignment. But the tests he has to do in class. But he told me he did a test, so I don't know what his grade was. But he has to talk to that teacher again to, one, see what tests are missing, and teacher. I'm thinking there's a high likelihood that the teacher did not update grades in Canvas or Synergy. So that's one of the tests. That's something I did. I think this is something I did as well. He's got to talk to the teacher, see if he can reduce symmetry. That's another, because he's got a lot of assignments that he didn't do good on as well. That's a quiz he's got to do. I think, yeah, so all these logic stuff he's got to do. Otherwise, his recent stuff has been good. Like, this is 100. The one thing I know is I did the Monsters Incorporated Logic project. We did that, so that needs to be graded. The Transformers project I know I haven't done yet, so that's the only thing I know I can go and do. So that might be maybe a future video I'll work on. But he's got a lot of stuff that teacher needs to update in the grade book, and the tests he's got to do as well. So that's where he's basically faltering in that. Ceramics he's got an A, so I don't even need to cover that. He's got a D in English, finally. It was an F. So he has improvement in there. And I'm going to check his GPA once I look for everything. So what's he doing? He's got 2 quizzes he's missing. I talked to him. He doesn't want to do the quizzes for some reason. I have no clue why. He says if I do them, it's too tough to do. And I've been telling him that, hey, even if you get a partial grade, it will bring your grade up. But he's at a D, so that's already an improvement. But he needs to see 38 out of 50. He times that by 2. That's a 70. 38 times 2. 76. So that's technically a C. If he's able to redo these assignments, that would be a plus. So it's worth talking to the teacher, because he's got like a 50 on one assignment. He's got a 60 on this one. He's got to talk to redo. Then there's another one that he has, doesn't look like he's done yet. So if he gets that, if he gets 100 on that, it's going to pull his grade up even more. But he is far away from a C, though. So he's got to pretty much do those 2 quizzes and talk to the teacher to try to redo some of that stuff he's scored low on and get 100 on that new assignment, the Rudolph one. Biology, he's close to an A as well, so he's got to talk to the teacher. Let's see what the grades are right quick. So he's got 100. So yeah, he has to talk to the teacher, see if he can redo this test, but it's not a strong area, so it may not be worth it. Protein synthesis and the DNA, RNA stuff he has to redo. So both of these, if he reduce both of them, especially the protein synthesis, if he gets an 80, I think that'll pull him to an A, at least an 80. So yeah, I think protein synthesis. So he doesn't have a lot of stuff he can do in biology other than get pretty much an A on the new stuff as well for bio. But again, talk to a teacher. Spanish is another problem class, but he's close to a D. So, and his Spanish, he's got a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. And I think he's missing a lot of assignments. He also scored low on a lot of assignments, a lot of them being participation. Which, he's got to talk to the teacher to resolve all of that because some of that's really easy stuff. So Spanish, I don't know why he's failing Spanish other than he's got a lot of assignments he has to turn in. A lot of stuff he scored low on. So it looks like he needs to go. I would even recommend as far as going to after school or like a study thing, or there's a lot of Spanish resources online where you can study as well and take practice quizzes and all that. So to me, I have a feeling that he needs to drill down and do a lot of repetition of Spanish. Because, that's, in my mind, the biggest thing is there's a lot of emotion stuff and family stuff that's from middle or end of October. Then Sarah versus a star. And then all the participation issues that he's been having. So all that needs to be dealt with. So a lot of work in Spanish that needs to be done. And world history, let's see what's missing there. World history, I think he's just missing assignments. Yeah, he's got to talk to the teacher because some of these I know I've done. Exploration study guide I did, turned that in, and I messaged the teacher. No grades have been updated. Pumpkin assignment, I don't know if that's been done. The Vatican Galileo thing needs to be done. So he's missing assignments. Scientific revolution writing assignment needs to be done. Scientific revolution notes needs to be done. And he needs to basically score 100 on this. If he does all of that, I think his grade will be at least a C. So he's got a lot of missing work. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's check his GPA out because my understanding he has to have at least a 2.0. Alright, so let's do a quick calculation because you got to get a 2.0 in order to get onto your soccer team, right? 3 is just a standard credit thing. Alright, so he's got a B. So I'm going to calculate his actual and a what if. He's got an F in there. Well, no, I'm not going to do the plus and minus thing because that tends to mess around the GPA numbers. So he's got an F, D. BF D and A. So he's at 1.71, okay? So I'm gonna, that's his actual. Realistic stuff, and I'm gonna put in the what if. If that's an A, if that's an A, if that's a D, if that's a C, and if that's a D, he would be at a 2.43, which would put him in good range. So that's 1.71, so he's not, technically he wouldn't qualify in that case. But if he continuously talks to that teacher, he needs to, you know, I think he can get a 2.0. I think it's realistic. But I don't know what his deadline and what the current situation and all that is. So, let us now talk about Eric's stuff. Let's see how Eric is doing. Oh, I think I might have put that in wrong. Alright, 1 second here. I gotta pull up his info. Haven't checked his stuff in forever. Also have not been on Canvas in forever on Eric's stuff. So I gotta go pull up Discord. And I'm gonna look over and see what's going on. Alright, where is Eric? There's Eric. Alright, let me go back. Alright, let me pull up his info now. So Eric, let me look at his grade book. Alright, so he's got an A in PE. He's got a D in algebra. He's a B in piano. He's got an F in anatomy. Has a C in English. Or I guess English 10 and English 9 are both C's, right? And then I don't know if this thing counts or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove this. So what does that give us now? He has a 1.57 GPA. So he's unfortunately worse than Utchopa right now by the GPA calculator. So let's see if we can fix that. So gym is all good. Let's see what's going on in algebra. So he's missing assignments. 1, 2, 3 assignments are missing. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got this test, he's got that test, this performance, another test. So 3 tests are missing, and a performance. Otherwise, his grades look good. So I gotta go into Canvas and see what's going on with all that. She's got 4 or 5 missing assignments, so I think what is he at, a 62? 63.5, so 64. So I think he can boost that to a C. Alright, let's check your piano lab. Why is that? Because that's a low B. He's missing assignments. Okay. Was absent. So, okay, so 1, 2 assignments are missing. So let's give him benefit of the doubt and say you can bring that B to an A. Alright, let's see what is that anatomy class. He's probably missing a bunch of stuff. Alright, anatomy. He's got a 23. Oh god. That's bombing. He has 1, 2, 3. That's not graded, so I'm gonna say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he's got 20 assignments that have not been done. Oh man. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that to a D as a what if. So he's got a bunch of work for anatomy. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see. English, I'm going to go ahead and just put that as a B because there's probably a lot of, I'm going to assume there's a missing assignment and then something else that can be redone. Let's see here. Because oh yeah, because that's considered 70. And then English 9 is probably missing kind of a similar thing, so let's put that as a B as well. In that case, he would qualify as a 2.29, which still sucks. So he's got to bring that anatomy up somehow. Yeah, so that's pretty much, he's got to do anatomy. So guys, that's pretty much what I'm seeing so far regarding Utchopa and Eric, to give you all an update. So Utchopa's got to work on Spanish and then a bunch of other stuff. Eric's got to work on anatomy. So guys, yeah, thank you all for watching. This has been Thigh Company here. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Hit the bell icon, give this video a thumbs up, like the video, and comment down below if you have any ideas of what they can do to improve their grades.